guys. Link is in the chat. Give me. You guys can hop on the panel. The link will be in the chat room. And talk real quick. I gotta do something really, really quick, and I'll be right back. But the link is in the chat. Make sure I put it in there a second time so you guys get it. Here. Here we go. All right, peeps. Be right back. Hey, shout out to the 4 people. Link is in the chat room, you guys. All right. Give me 1 second. Be right back.
Hey, you there?
Yep. What's up?
Nothing much, just chilling. Just
Hey.
we had just got, getting over this hour and a half blackout. So
Mm.
I was in the middle of playing the game, and then all of a sudden the electricity just turns off.
Right.
And I was playing my PS4 at that time.
Wow. That sucks.
On a blackout. And it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Really?
Wow. Hmm. This, that's how it is sometimes. I hate blackouts though. You know, sometimes ours last longer than an hour and a half. It'd be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Then we just,
But,
but we just
I,
kept on, following up with the updates on
right.
oh when the energy company is going to be getting itself together. They'll say, oh, we'll be done at 6 or we'll be done at 6:30. Oh, nah, then we'll be done within 7. Like we'll just keep you posted. I'm like, well, make up your mind.
Right. Heck. Hmm.
I
I
mean, don't
mean,
get me
yeah. I
wrong.
mean, oh no, go ahead.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's like I can understand, again, things like this happen, but I got stuff to do.
Exactly.
Now, what were you getting ready to say?
What was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, I looked at the petition. Um, I'm gonna keep on sharing it. We're almost there. I think we can do it by the 10th.
Okay, that's cool. That is cool.
Yes.
Look like, hell, if people don't want YouTube to be this Copa, then hey, all we need is signatures. Your voices need to
Mm-hmm.
be heard. Like I still say that, again, to make us pay for the mistake that they made.
Exactly. It's messed up. I just really, it sucks. I don't understand it.
To me, that was just again them trying to save face any way they possibly could,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll do pretty much just about anything to keep saving face without no accountability and responsibility on their part. Like what's the saying goes, pass the buck.
Right.
And for little kids to be viewing stuff that they shouldn't be viewing, hey, you know what? That's not my fault.
Fact.
They weren't being held hostage or held up at gunpoint. Oh, you go look at these videos. If you don't, there's something really bad going. Like, no,
Right.
but you want to hold us hostage. So, okay.
Right. I don't understand. I really just don't understand that. It sucks. It really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's really what I care about as far as like YouTube. Other than that, it just been pretty much the same old bullshit. Um, drama and whatnot.
Yeah. So I'm just happy that, again, I get to rest and have these 2 days off.
Right.
Soon as I stepped out the door, soon as I stepped out the door yesterday, I was just like, bye, Felicia.
Right. Like it'd be waiting to get off of work.
Like, I see you on Friday, but but right now, Felicia, I got stuff to do. And not only that, though, like I went in there yesterday at 10 a.m. and again, in few minutes and a few minutes then pass by, and you're just tired, exhausted. You try to push through, but you still trying to figure out, what didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They did feed us for the past 3 to 4 days, but I think everybody, including myself, I guess, was expecting that there was going to be some more food, to be waiting for us by the time we got there. Oh, it's like, oh well, you're gonna have to eat your own lunch that you may have brought from home. I'm like, really?
Right.
Thanks for nothing. Like y'all couldn't even get us a thing of coffee or water like y'all normally was bringing us.
Hmm. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. But what can I say? What can I say? But
Mm.
yeah, though, but then again though, hey, year 2019 is not too far from around the corner, just coming to an end.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah,
It went by pretty fast.
it's been very unique and interesting, and a lot of things came to the forefront.
Right. Indeed, I agree.
Whether it been, certain things, hell, even certain pushbacks and fallbacks till next year. And I'm still hard pressed at the fact that Doom Eternal ain't coming out till next year.
Right, that and The Last of Us Part 2, I was so hoping it dropped this year. But like, it sucks because the reason why I wanted them to come out, well now, well not now, but like more so now, is because of this damn law. You know, if this goes through, we won't be able to stream it, and I really want to stream The Last of Us Part 2.
What? What they won't let y'all? They ain't gonna let y'all stream Last of Us.
With this new copper law, like
Mm.
that's a video game, and that would be considered targeting children.
You know, and oh, this is pitiful. This is absolutely pitiful.
Matter of fact, let me drop the article in the chat. Come on.
You imagine, again, how many kids are, really playing stuff that's X-rated or watching
Mhm.
stuff that's X-rated. But we want to protect the little ones. I don't even think kids realize how, privileged they are, but it's only for a short period.
Right. All right, here we go. Federal Trade Commission, Google and YouTube will pay a record of 170 million for alleged violations of uh, children's privacy law. Let me link that in the chat. Come on. There we go. Oh, so that's linked. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Again, I had, again, and a couple of people at work was even talking about how Sony is going to crush Microsoft. So I took that as that. Oh, you definitely are a PlayStation person, aren't you? I mean, especially if he made a comment, like that. Oh, it's how Sony is going to crush Microsoft. Again, there ain't no offense to any Microsoft people. That was what was said. So don't get mad at me. Like, again,
Right.
don't kill the messenger. Kill the message.
Right. But how he figures Sony is gonna do that? Like, what? Because of the games that's coming out?
Think it was regarding the PS5,
Mm,
which is why he said that.
nice. Okay. Well, I'm really interested what the PS5 is gonna bring to the table. I'm really interested in that.
And I still say that, the only way that they could somehow, I guess, meet the expectations or somehow succeed if they do that unlimited backwards compatibility from the first ever place PSX till to PS to the PlayStation 4 5 now. Again, at least do what Xbox and Microsoft did. At least made it backwards
Mm,
compatible and
right.
and, and make it less glitchy. And that's what a lot of problems do occur is that those glitches and those bugs will come into play.
Right.
This isn't me, again, just talking out of one side of my neck, or this isn't me just talking for shtick. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
Right.
And I still say that, again, that when, and even for Doom Eternal, like when they even announced that they were targeting it for 2020, and they didn't even put anyone on notice that that was the intent, but instead kept the original date for 2019 to somewhat still be available. I'm just like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because y'all knew that
Oh,
a lot of people would have been paying attention and they would have been hard pressed.
right. Hmm. So silent.
What's up with you?
Nothing. Just chilling.
When does the PlayStation supposed to come out?
Next year around the holidays.
Oh, yeah, I think that's kind of. I don't know. I don't because I just got both of the other systems, so it's like they come out with another one. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I think it is too soon. We got the PS4, the PS4 Pro, and now about that, the PS5.
And I said that too, that it was still like kind of too early for the PS5
Mhm.
to come out.
7 years went by pretty fast. Well,
Yeah.
will be next year. What did this is year six? Yeah. Hmm.
Damn, I guess that is quick.
Everything is quick.
For real, that like 2013 to 2019, it flew by pretty fast. I gotta say.
Yeah. But no, though, but they are making another edition of Street Fighter. Was Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition or Champion Edition?
This,
Mm,
With, and I'm like, how many editions of this are y'all gonna make?
right.
Now, don't get me wrong, I love Street Fighter, but can y'all at least just have one game and just keep up and just keep updating it until y'all are finished
Hmm.
instead of
Right.
releasing one edition after another? But hey, but I guess y'all figure that, well, hey, somebody's gonna pay for it either way. I'm like, yeah, they are, if they don't necessarily be cognizant of what's really going on.
what the?
Hmm.
Hey, Silent, what's those rocks? Oh, never mind. You playing a game, so
I don't. Yeah, I just got to the part. It's some parts in like difficult, like uh. So I just got to this part, and I'm trying to see how I'm supposed to beat them up the, I guess up the mountain.
because I just saw a big old thing of rocks falling, and
Honestly, sometimes I have to just go to like somebody who already played the game and see how they did it. Sometimes, 'cause
but
Well,
no, though,
how
but
how is it again?
it's pretty good.
Silent.
I like it.
Oh, cool.
Almost
What
into
was you
the.
about to say, Aaron?
It's
I was
almost
gonna say
like
I do
for
that
first
too
made.
sometimes. Look at other people play just to see how they beat it.
You see the bullshit? I was almost there, motherfuckers.
Cool. Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, I didn't mean to come off as like mean or any animosity towards you last night. I was just really annoyed.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I didn't see it. I know what you said, but after a while, I didn't get the whole stream because I ended up going to work and everything, or taking that before work. I don't know. I don't even know how the whole thing
Yeah.
started, honestly. Like, but I was like, whatever. That's why I try to I don't know, be neutral because it's so iffy over
No,
there.
I understand. I understand. But it's hard even doing that sometimes, depending on the two people. But no, I understand. Where you what you mean. I mean, I honestly don't even know why he's like that towards me now. He won't say what the problem is, but he hates me. Like I don't get that.
Uh, so
It's
that's why
weird.
I went through this channel here, and I just pretty much erased almost everybody from that, so they don't even be in my feed anymore. Because I used to I did before I started gaming with the channel. I used to use it for if I got blocked by somebody that was supposed to block me, I'd go in there and talk through that way. But now,
Right.
now I'm actually gaming with it. I'm gonna actually what the hell? Oh.
Well, I feel you. Yeah.
But honestly, this is the I ain't gonna say the first time, but the first time in a long time I actually paid full price for a game,
Hmm.
and it's almost close to the game I'm looking for them to make. Because I want one of those games that you can actually curate your player, instead of you always have to use whatever player they give you.
Okay. Nice.
But somebody at work was saying, I think what was it, 3 days ago, about how that was again like when you because you know how they got like so many editions, like the standard and the deluxe edition, and he had paid for the deluxe edition, and this was, and I'm like, yeah, because he has an
But you know
Xbox
what
One.
that happened. You know what happened to me this is the first time I actually paid for a deluxe version full price, and whatever thing it said it come with, maybe I didn't add it correctly or something, but I don't know. It seemed like it didn't add to how I was supposed to, what I was supposed to get. Like you were supposed to get I think an orange light saver or whatever, but I didn't get it. And I downloaded the whatever the extra thing and I clicked on it, but I don't really see. This shit is crazy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to do the add-on. I thought you just download it and it adds on to the game.
Is it a part of a DLC or?
I mean, honestly, I never did add-ons and stuff, so this is the first time ever me doing the actual add-on.
Hmm. Okay.
This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Um, were you gonna were you gonna get the new Xbox next year, Silent Jeff?
I'm not sure because honestly, I just let me see. I think what was it this year? I think it was like the first of this year. I just bought the Xbox X, wherever the newest one that came out. I bought that one, the Xbox X one or whatever. So, and honestly, you know what? I'll probably wait because usually I try to wait for them to get all the kinks out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do too. Typically, I would wait some months after the new consoles come out.
And then maybe wait till it go down in price too, because you know it always start off high, then it drops. Because now look how cheap.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Oh yeah, and even people that'll sell game systems now, whether it be at GameStop, Best Buy, or even Walmart to a certain extent, will tell you that yeah, just wait till the price goes down, then maybe you'll have a bet your odds
Right.
will be again in your favor to buying it while it's still pretty high. I'm like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but nah though, but the thing that kind of like, and I'm pretty sure y'all caught on to this, but yeah, GameStop will, if you buy like something new, they will tax you for it, and that's why people kind of it kind of gets overlooked, and then later
Right.
on, then later on, at the last minute, they be like, "What? Like I looked at my receipt and I done paid so much." I'm like, "Yeah, that was added tax. They do tax you."
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I remember been
Oh,
times like I went to GameStop and you bought a brand new game and they like trying to like it's open. Like, no, I want one that's brand new. No, no. Oh yeah, this is a brand new one. No. So I want one with the wrapper still on there. And then they had to go in that
Mm-hmm.
drawer, whatever.
and and because again, I used to work at GameStop, even though I was again like a holiday clerk, and even their whole ordeal was would try to sell you again pre-used stuff or pre-owned for purposes that if they, I mean, not saying that you can't buy a new game or a new product, but their thing was, well if something goes bad, then we can exchange it so that way you won't necessarily get got with a certain amount of money that you would have to pay if were to buy it just brand new. I'm like, so either way, you kind of a little back, again, backhandedly are just getting over on the customers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, though, it's like, now you just wonder, well, because again, people can always go and get something, like if they really want it that bad, then yeah, they can go to Amazon or even Walmart, but not Walmart is gonna have everything you want. So
Okay. I used to buy my games from like Walmart and stuff, but I figured it's just better to buy it digitally from the PlayStation Store. But I used to
right.
always go and get like the PS Plus cards and stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of those hard drives to hook up to mine because my stuff is getting
Yep,
full.
me too. Cause they these games need a lot of storage. That's one of the drawbacks.
Especially, I don't know if you played it at Red Dead Redemption. It's like 2 discs.
Now I haven't played it. I'm not into like cowboys and stuff like that. But
I only,
yeah.
I only played it because it was pretty much free. My cousin bought it, and at the time, this is when I first moved back home. I was staying in a spare room till I got my own place.
Mhm.
It was nothing really
Okay.
to do, so I beat Spider Man that game. I beat a couple of games, just you know. Oh, this motherfucker.
All right.
And you know what though, and that's the thing too. Like, and I haven't even played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet because again at the time it's like, well, since they made the first Red Dead, which I think came out on the PS3, and that had a lot of missions in comparisons to this one, and you get get kind of like on it, and you kind of like on the fence of like, well, should I just get a little bit of experience and just buy the first one if you can find it, and then come back and get two or play two.
These motherfuckers. What the hell?
Because I'm like, hey, I tell you right now, again with my PS4 Pro, oh, it, I feel like a kid at Christmas. Yeah, it's like a kid at Christmas. Like, I don't know what I do.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, because I was like, I thought about upgrading to a Pro Box. Like, shit, why even do that? Because they about to come out with the damn 5.
Wait, and you know what? And for me was because they were talking about how because everybody was so keen on about what was going to be the latest with the PS5, and then the tariff talks started happening. Tariffs with China and how they would make it to the point to where the PS5 systems may cost you over 300, 400, 200, 300, better yet, $500.
It's just crazy how much games cost nowadays.
Ooh, for real.
I remember when I first got a Super Nintendo, that was like $100, like, and that was
Yeah.
brand new. Now you buy a brand new system, you pay them $500.
And you know what? And in a way though, you didn't really have to worry about so much DLC or downloadable content. You just played it straight through. You didn't have to worry about updates like you do now. And I'm not saying that updates ain't always a bad thing, because it's not.
No, but it seemed like they update a little too often for me.
Yeah. Hell, I was looking at somebody play GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, and I would be
Mhm.
like, oh damn, like I remember them days.
Indeed.
I'm like, you didn't have to, again, there was a lot of things that you could just do without happening to constantly be uh interrupted or get a notification. You just kept playing till you beat it. And if you couldn't beat it, it didn't basically just start you over from the very first mission. And then you have to come back
Mhm.
and play it until
Yeah, because you get so spoiled. Because I know a couple of months back, I was playing a PlayStation 2, and I forgot you gotta play that whole game until you get to a saving spot. You can't just stop when you want to
no,
stop.
no, that can't, nah, that ain't happening. Again, they do it like, well, if you lose your line, if you lose your turn in line, then that's on you. And you're just like, damn.
Mhm.
But yeah, this again, this forward work, again, the more we get, the more we want. Type of world we living in.
Mhm. Do you guys think? Well, they're gonna. Do you think they're gonna continue the 7 year thing with these consoles? Because I think 7 years is like a little too quick.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all think they're gonna continue with the 7 year? Every 7 years, they're gonna come out with a new console?
I hope they don't.
You know what? There really is no telling what's gonna happen. Again with when the 7 years do pass, because hell, I don't even have a crystal ball. Again, to make that prediction. But however,
He said
again, it's
not as
like,
TVs though.
yeah, but it's like, but because again, people are still, regardless of age, are still gonna want their, form of entertainment.
Mm.
And where
Yeah.
are they gonna get it from? Or how are they gonna, enjoy their luxury or their habit?
Right.
I might hell, dude, it's like if that was the case, well, hell, we might as well just go back to the antenna TV Stone Age, Stone Age world, to where you'd have like, what, less than 3 or 4 channels.
Right.
Yeah, cause I'm getting to the streaming stuff, and I got Hulu, I got Netflix, I got the Disney, and I got the DC one.
Right. And I said this on somebody else's live stream too, that people rarely don't look at cable like they used to. Like they rather, again, look at their stuff through social media and other outlets, to look at something. Yeah, they may have internet, but they're still paying for internet. Cable is, it's like it's a liability and not an asset.
Mm.
So again, because think about it, again, because again, we have, like, how many red boxes does one have?
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think it'll be a time where the gaming industry um isn't as big as it is now? You think it'll be declined?
Hmm. Yeah, I ain't never really thought about it like that, but I do kind of, do wonder, again, if it will, again, somewhat go in that direction.
Mm.
But as long as, again, because we're still living in a world where technology is constantly improving, and that right
Okay.
there, again, is never gonna go away. So I mean, especially with the investments and companies and other merging companies coming in because they want a piece of the pie as well, because they see it as a point to where, hey, everybody can benefit and they're not out for their own interests.
Right.
And here's the thing too, because and just think about it, like, and I'm also gonna go off on it, because not because just imagine it, what would the world would be if, again, like if I came across you and I didn't necessarily have the stuff that I have. Like I don't have a PS4 Pro or a regular PS4 or PlayStation 3 or 2, whatever it is. If I didn't have that, or if I didn't have any of the stuff that I have now, it's like, well, I wouldn't necessarily, again, look at the other person that has it as someone that I despise, or look at it as a point to, well, hey, well, sooner or later it's going to decline anyway. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's still a form of entertainment.
Right.
Because hell now, because y'all remember when back then we used to go to the arcade and you would have to put a certain amount of coins in and up until you beat the arcade. Those were the fun days. But now,
Right.
depending on where you go, it's now like, well, what happened to the old arcade? The old arcade stuff.
Speaking of arcades, they just I don't know how long it been open up, but they got like an adult arcade where I'm at. Like you pay $10 to get in, and you can play the game as many times as you want. You know, and it's a bar and everything in there.
Where this place at? Hell, I'm going.
So I want to go try it out. And then they got another place right by there that's I guess virtual reality gaming. I want to try that out too.
Hmm. Okay. Cool.
But nah though, but like what was that one video did that one video Kimmy did to where she went out to the mall and she, was playing the art she went out and was enjoying herself at the arcade.
Mm. Oh yeah, I
I'm like
remember that video.
and I was like wherever that place happens to be, wherever in Massachusetts. Because I think it has some Japanese stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna tell you that hell, the Japanese they love their so-called consoles. They love their technology.
Indeed. I agree, yes.
Yeah, it's this Japanese game I want to play on. That's for PS4, but I don't know if they actually have it in the states like that.
Now what's it called?
It's called Berserk. It's off of
Oh,
Japanese anime.
I think I've seen that. Is it on Netflix or something? It sounds familiar. I think I've
Yeah, it's
seen
on
it.
Netflix.
Okay, then yeah.
and that's the thing too. And sometimes like they'll make stuff only for their markets and not necessarily that's open for an all-around market.
Mm.
But if you really want it that bad, you would have to necessarily do a oh my god, what do they call that?
You gotta download something
Yeah,
to get
or
it.
just get or go online and get it.
Can I crawl up that? Uh, a lot of this game is exploring too. You gotta figure out where you gotta go.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
But yeah though, but yeah though, like I'm playing UFC and again I got Khabib just mauling the hell out of Conor McGregor yet again.
On what system?
PS4 Pro.
Oh, okay.
And I tell you that, again, just like the updated, 1080 really makes it look real.
Yeah, I've been trying to decide if I want to upgrade my TV to one of those 4K TVs.
Oh, that would be dope. I was thinking about that too.
Especially with tomorrow. I found one, I think it's Walmart. They got like a 65-inch for like 270 not 278 on Black Friday. I mean on I guess tomorrow really is. They say it's Black Friday sale, but it starts like Thursday night or something like that.
Right. And that's the thing too. Like those Black Friday sales can.
How the hell?
Okay. You know, I gotta make sure I get something for Black Friday.
Yeah, because at first I was just, because I was gonna get a little TV from my bedroom because the extra TV I had, I just gave to my mom. So I was getting one for my bedroom. So I was, just thinking about $100. Then I saw that 65-inch. Oh, I can put this. Because this one I'm playing on right now is a 60-inch. I can put this one in my bedroom and put the 65-inch down here. But maybe that's doing too much.
Hey, but nah though. But did y'all hear that? For people that got like Samsung TVs, how they weren't necessarily gonna have like they weren't necessarily gonna be or Netflix wasn't gonna necessarily be sponsored by Samsung, kind of thing. That's if anyone has a Samsung TV.
Hmm. Didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. I was getting yeah. I was brought up. Yeah, somebody brought me up on that about a month ago, and even I was just like, well, whatever it is, I guess somebody is not happy about their cut.
Okay.
So I guess that's the game so I guess that's what's expected to be played now. Well, certain people ain't going to be sponsored by whatever company. I'm like, hey, whatever floats y'all boat.
Right.
And and the thing is that I have like one of those Vizio smart TVs.
Yeah, that's what I got, a Vizio.
And I
Yeah,
look
me
at
too. I like Vizio. They're pretty cool.
But this one, it stopped supporting the Hulu app. But I had this one for years though, so the Netflix still work. Well, I think the other one still work too, but the Hulu stopped working. But I got the Hulu on my Xbox One, so
Okay.
but you know what though, but and again though, because we hear a lot, again about like again a regular PlayStation and Xbox and how we're just so like just focus on that, but yet there's other systems like the Nintendo Switch and the second DS or the 3DS. And I'm like, and I will say, yeah, people are still ain't necessarily been woken up to, pay attention to Nintendo. But again, a lot of us started with Nintendo systems.
no. Sometimes when I think about Nintendo, I think it's more for like kids though. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause the
Right,
graphics, everything like
right. From kids to like early to mid teens, but the moment that you get in your late teens and early 20s and 30s, you looking at a PlayStation or an Xbox. That's where the grown up phase starts to happen.
Right.
And plus, again, and that's also another kid friendly, kid friendly, system that since Copa people want to complain, I'm like, yeah, Nintendo Switches are entirely kid friendly right there. So there you go.
But the cool thing about that one is how it's portable.
Right. But they also do have a PS4 Pro or PS4 portable along with an Xbox portable. Because I saw a video where Samoa Joe, the wrestler, how he has one for PlayStation and one for Xbox, the portable that goes. And I was just looking, I'm like, that looks cool. So, because you travel on a regular basis and you could just, take it with you and then just hook it up on the plane. And and I think which it will be better that way because when you try to put your stuff in, put your luggage up in the carriers, and you get these people when it's time for them to, start loading your stuff, they just, don't necessarily do a good job. They'll just slam your suitcase and your luggage hard on the ground and vice versa, and now your stuff is ruined. I'm like, yeah, the airports will do that. And they're a lot, again, they are, again, a lot smaller to carry, and you don't necessarily have to have a what you call it like a TV because it's set up TV like.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, do you? I got a good question. Do you guys think that sometime in the future oops, that there is gonna be um something where both the TV, gaming, and say like a laptop or computer is all integrated in one?
I say there's always room.
Mhm.
I'm
Okay.
surprised. I'm surprised nobody ain't necessarily hopped on that, build up process yet though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hell, even on the laptop that I'm on, I could still use again if I didn't necessarily like have a regular laptop that was working, I could still like hook it up to let's say a USB cord and just hook it up to the back of the TV and still be able to watch videos and such. But yeah, though, but that don't sound like a bad idea though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Might as well have everything in one place, depending on how they design it and how much power it would need. But I think that would be pretty cool.
But then again, though, like you'll really that's really gonna create, again, just a little bit of a problem though.
What's that?
Is that it's really gonna, again, make people really dependent on on technology a lot more than it's ever been.
True.
And so when we talk about, again, so when these issues get talked about, such as bad parenting and this, that, and the third, and nobody really wants to be active in ways that they should be active, like going out and exercise. I'm like, well, yeah, but again, I don't think that, again, the technology is, oh, what's going on, Kimmy? Is going to be necessarily be the downfall.
Right.
Won't, yeah, won't necessarily be the downfall altogether as to why things are the way that they are.
Right. Okay, I'll see what you're going with that. I mean, and like I said, I would take a lot of power. So maybe that may not be a good idea for now. But maybe something similar to it in like the next um 10 years, maybe. At least integrate one of the three, like or two of the three together.
Well, you know, well, here's how I see it though. Oh, what's going on, TR?
ATR,
Because the laptop is, again, set up the way in ways that, again, like from the computer standpoint. I mean, hell, because you already got the, again, the monitor and the keys set up, and you even got DVD players and what have
right.
you. The only connection that I could probably see is if the TV and the game system kind of joined forces. Joined forces.
Mm. Hey Kimmy,
Nah,
Hey, what's up?
chilling. You?
Just chilling. Yeah,
Nice.
until tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna
I
be,
can't hear her.
you can't hear me. Who's that, Silent J?
Yeah.
Tim.
Speak of the devil.
So what's funny?
Oh, nothing. They already know the
Look
little
at the
inside
chat,
jokes.
huh?
So
They
what you guys talking about?
Pretty much anything. There's nothing. Hey T. Oh, there we go. Hey TR.
Hey, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing tonight, man?
Good. You?
I'm doing all good. I'm doing
pretty
okay.
good. Again, we just experienced this little bit of a blackout that took up all the electricity for about half an hour. And I was in the
Ooh,
process of
Yeah.
playing the game. I was in the process of playing the game and being in somebody else's live when I got booted.
Hey,
How often does that happen?
No, this not too often, but yeah, but this was just like, again, I say like, I mean, of course you're gonna have, a time when your electricity goes out, but I say this is like the first one in so long that I've ever had a chance to, I guess, experience.
wow.
Yeah.
I pretty much. Well, when I was in Puerto Rico and I lived there for 6 years, I was pretty much experienced a lot of blackouts. So I'm used to that shit.
And all this during the holidays?
um, what happened? Are you talking to Aaron or me?
Both of y'all.
Oh, I mean,
No,
it
not
doesn't
really.
happen like doesn't really happen like that. But for me, I'm not worried about it because you got candles, you got flashlights, and you gotta wait until the power back up. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
And
also, if you
these sorry energy people, again, keep,
mhm.
Come
it's like,
in.
oh yeah, they come in, it's like, oh, it'll be done within an hour. Then they tackle on another hour and then another hour and add
Mhm.
30 minutes to it. And it's just like, fuck.
That's torture. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you if you have been in a hurricane or anything like that, it takes forever to get your power back. Actually, I will never forget. It's been like when we've been in through a hurricane. It takes 6 months to get your power back.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I remember one time we had a tornado and our power went out and we didn't get our power back until the next 3 days.
Mm.
And by then all my food got spoiled and everything. And then my basement got flooded. I had to get it. had to get a generator, and me and my neighbors had to get all the water out of there, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember and we had a bad ice storm a long time ago, like in the mid to late '90s, and it froze the telephone pole lines, the cable lines, and we went for days, months without any electricity until the ice melted, and then all of a sudden, everybody started, everybody's electricity and power came back on.
Mm.
So you guys, have you heard about the YouTube add a new policy now?
Again?
Not, yeah, yeah, they added a policy and they're really enforcing it. They're going hard. Because what happened is that they put a policy about harassment, and
Yeah, I heard
so
about that. Yeah.
yeah, so there was a big YouTubers. I think that it was getting harassed by another YouTuber, and because of their fan base, they got subscribers and things like that, and they would do things to um harass the content creators. So they decided because this is really gonna happen. No one's allowed to speak anybody's name in if you're gonna make a video or stream. So if you're speaking about somebody's content creator doing harassment, you will lose your
Slopping like a
channel.
Kimmy.
Wow.
Yes, actually, you lose your channel.
So
They're
you,
not gonna. So meaning no one is allowed to speak anybody's name. If you're gonna make a video, you're gonna talk about somebody, your channel is bye bye.
no more beefing.
YouTube ain't playing.
Yeah, right.
They're not gonna take her. They're going to really because I don't know what
So y'all can
happened,
hear
but
and
there
I
was this.
can't. What the hell going on?
What happened? Oh, probably he's talking to the game.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're really going to enforce it, and they're going to make sure that no one's getting harassed. And if you break that violation, you will lose your channel. Simple as that. They're not
Yeah.
gonna play games because
Well,
they're making sure that everybody is, make their content in peace and don't abuse the platform to harass any content creators. And if you abuse the content, abuse the platform, you're going to lose everything. So they ain't gonna play any games.
well, they can. Well, they can kiss the toxic sector of YouTube goodbye if that thing passes through. Oh
Yeah,
man.
then all of a sudden it's like, well, what happened? Like, where'd their entertainment go? Well, I'll tell you where it went. It went to where you would never see it again, and that's to the,
It's like this stuff has been going around too long, and all of a sudden now they notice it,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's
It's like,
funny
what was
to
that?
me.
Where were you? Yeah, where were y'all when we needed you?
Too little, too
Whatever.
late.
I guess because of the COPPA thing going on, now they're just like trying to be more stricter. I don't know. What a mess. YouTube is
But,
a mess.
but you know what though, and people are still signing those petitions.
Yeah.
Just, and I was amazed to see, again, like, because now all of a sudden, since that 100,000, again, people signed up, signing that petition, took care of that, and now they added, well, let's see if we can get 1 million to sign, and I'm like, well, all you're gonna do is make the numbers grow.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work because more and more is pushing back on that copy BS.
Yeah,
Oh, where the fuck to go?
because hell, you're not gonna really, stop me from using, certain curse words
Yeah,
or five.
and you ain't gonna make nobody pay no $4 grand.
Or, yeah, $42,000 for or some well or for kids, wanting to view your channels. Like, no. Like I said, no one again, I didn't force this person to come. They chose.
Hmm.
But now I gotta pay? Like, yeah. All right, well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
but one thing I'm really upset with YouTube is that there's supposed to be a third option. And a third option is you have a mixed audience, meaning kids and adults. And so there was a whistleblower, someone who worked in, and then if if I think I should have just give you the link so you guys can see it for yourself. There was supposed to be a third option, and YouTube didn't want to. And it's like everybody's questioning because there's some content creators who have mixed audience. They have adults and children that watch their content. And it's like, how come you're not providing a third option for people? Because there's some channels that there's nor adult content nor kids content. It's just a mixed audience. And so YouTube know about it, but they don't want to do it because that takes so much time and money to do it. And so they pretty
Oh,
much keep it a hush
fuck.
hush.
Not again.
Man. I mean, this is
Yeah.
getting more and more complicated.
Yeah.
So so one of the people who worked for them blow out the whistle and say and call out YouTube like, how come you're not making a third choice? You can't just make us choose is whether you're kid friendly or you're adult only. Like one, how about other content creators who does both? Because some people are confused because they don't know what their channels is based on, and they just have mixed audience.
I mean, and even if they choose one of the three, it's still a no-win situation.
Right.
I mean,
Mm.
I like
Mm-hmm.
now we had to be babysitters to these little kids now.
Yeah. Let them tell it. And it's really starting to really make you believe that I think this may be the final, again, we're at our last days.
Hmm. It's pretty
Yeah.
much. I think it's gonna be the end of YouTube before we know it, man.
Right. Then it's like, what hell?
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, Judgment Day has already come. And even back then, how people just, was just so, yeah, they were just so, getting weary of, oh, Judgment Day, and we don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, and then you got those that people would just joke about it. And it's like,
Yeah.
and even for the ones that do, it's like, well, y'all be the first ones that won't make it. But but let me not say that because I'm talking about somebody. But yeah, I didn't say no names though. I was just making a broad statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, people can't necessarily make the determination when you're speaking on something that's literal or figure, or let alone, yeah, literally and figuratively. Oh hell, can't even talk right. Figuratively.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's gonna happen if this this toxic sector of YouTube finally goes out of business.
And I'm like, here's the thing though. Like, there are so many forums on the internet that don't involve no video making at all, where people would just have to type on the keyboard about what they interested in. And there is so much hate on these forums. I'm like, if you're gonna do it's like if you're gonna do this for YouTube, how do you not do it with these so-called forums or message boards?
Hmm.
I'm like, hell, don't we have what, Stormfront.org? that ain't what, but yet that's not your concern though. Okay, all right, but yet people on Stormfront.org is the most
I said, now you putting your foot down for this now.
yeah, yeah. The extreme personnel over there is just horrendous.
So all
Like
this toxic YouTube going on since 2013, people dropping docs and getting people fired from their jobs, and you didn't do anything back then, and now all of a sudden, come on.
yeah, I'm like y'all just like the cop. Whenever a crime that's going on, y'all the main ones that's late.
Uh-huh.
You know why? Because it took a big YouTuber who got in trouble for doing that.
And I'm like, you know what? And in a way, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm like, you know what? The hell with some of these big YouTubers. Yeah, I said it. The hell with you. I don't like looking at you. I really don't watch you. You don't really interest me that much. This is exactly what you are, just a form of entertainment. So now that you didn't, quote unquote, got in trouble, or you was being, what is it, harassed, now all of a sudden they come to your defense. This is some bullshit at its finest.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
Well, I pretty
these would be the
much,
type of that would be the type of person that wouldn't last that wouldn't even last out there on the streets.
I ain't worried about it because how I handle my problem, I pretty much ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. So that's why I said just let the haters talk, let them do what they gotta do, but they're just at their self destruct. Let them self destruct. That's pretty much
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I ain't doing nothing.
and
I
yeah,
just
And sometimes it's best to keep your distance, man. Just
yeah, that's what I do. I just keep my distance. And regardless, I still get haters that comes to my channels and thumbs down my video, and I really don't care. Regardless, number one, I'm
right.
not getting paid. Number two, I don't care. And number three, I just keep it going. They get bored and they move on with somebody else who give a damn about them.
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell y'all this. And you know what's funny? Because I was in somebody else's live, right before this one, and we were just, again, just laughing, having fun, talking about what's gonna happen, around the holidays. It was, one of those fun, exciting, environments. And then all of a sudden, these so-called trolls just came in, and but mainly it all started when I asked the question about, okay, what's a hidden talent that you have that nobody else knows? And from the moment that we was talking about that, all of a sudden these group of people just started showing up, and these people was just spewing out all the hate in the world and started bringing up names that nobody even brought up. So these people just came and was just trying to like deteriorate the host, the attention from what we were talking about earlier to talk about some drama.
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and I was thinking to myself, man, ain't even talked about these people. It's like we know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to be slick, and you think calling somebody using anti-Semitic, remarks. I mean,
I'm
they
like,
they weren't necessarily racial terms, but they were like hate speech regarding somebody's sexual preference. And
Mhm.
yeah. And I'm like, are you that bored? Is your
yeah,
life that miserable? You have to fuck with people like that?
right.
Exactly. That's happened to me. Like They see my content is based on gaming and I'm minding my own business, and out of the blue somebody comes in with the fucking drama that had nothing to do with me. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, why are you bringing that shit to my section? I
Right.
and like, and I
Uh-huh.
give everybody a warning. You bring that shit to my channel, you will be blocked. That is it. You don't get nothing out of me. I don't care what everybody thinks. Like, oh, you being sensitive. I don't give a fuck. That shit had nothing to do with me. Keep Go somewhere that somebody could provide you those kind of content, but I ain't gonna provide you nothing.
Because again, it's like we never gave them a reason to
Yeah.
talk about
Exactly.
it. Yeah. But yeah, you want to come over here spewing hate on somebody
Mhm.
else's channel and bring up names that they don't even know who you're referring to. And I was just thinking to myself like, oh my god, like
Exactly. I was just like, I don't care. I don't care what goes on over there, what happened over there, what the gossip with the tea, da 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 da. I don't care. That's nothing to do with me. I simple block you. I don't care if you get
yeah,
upset. You're gonna thumbs down my
Yeah.
videos. I don't give a damn, and I don't give a damn if you hate my guts. But
yeah.
leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with it.
And but to that person's credit, to whose live that I was on. I think what was it, Virtual World? Yeah, that's whose live I was on.
Hmm.
She, again, the way that she handled it though, and she had people that was blocking these so-called haters or these so-called trolls or whatever that was just coming in making these accounts that it's like we don't even know who I was like, we don't even know who you are, but yeah, you just coming over here because y'all are like the messy people. And you know what? Hell, part of the reason that we're in this boat right now is because of y'all.
Mhm.
Majority of you. y'all,
Yeah.
y'all deserve Copa more than we do.
Uh-huh. Y'all don't want to need to be paying the $4,000.
Yeah, make them pay the $42,000 fine.
The way y'all pulling up, dropping docs and getting people fired from their jobs just because you don't like them. Like, no, focus on that, man.
Yeah, but nah, though. But it's like they rather take again. It really must be worth it going through all this abuse, verbally and virtually from people like you and I, so they can have somebody to appease.
Yeah.
But yet you making yourself look like a fucking idiot. So you want some attention? All right, well, we'll give you all the attention as soon as you pay my bills, starting with that $42,000 fine. Y'all gonna be working for a oh, you know what? They probably don't even have jobs. So that's their job is to come on the computer and hate.
I hate to
Um,
imagine what happened if YouTube never existed or any other social network never existed. They would probably lose their
well,
minds. Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, there's Facebook. There's other social media sites. No matter what, where you go, there's always gonna be trolls. So
Yeah,
regardless,
right.
uh, and the best action is just ignore them, ban them, block them. That's all you can do. Just
Yeah, pretty much.
don't give in anything. Just don't even acknowledge them.
Because that's really because at the end of the day, that's pretty much all they want is just somebody to give them the attention since they don't get it, whether
Yeah.
it's personal lives or even on the internet. They're gonna try to deter you away from what you normally was talking about.
Yeah. When you see people like that, you can't help but question their upbringing.
Right.
I like, well, you love as a child? Did your daddy hug you or something? Do you have daddy issues or something? Or mommy issues? What the hell?
Who knows?
Or maybe their girlfriend broke up with them and they can't handle it.
Pretty
Or
much.
their boyfriend left them for another girl or for another guy, and they ain't never been the same since. Now I'm not saying that there ain't anything wrong with that. So people don't necessarily be sending me your negativity. Oh well, you said another girl and another guy. Yes, I did. I was showing love, not hate, for everybody. But y'all don't know what that is though. So yeah.
Hopefully,
But overall, but yeah though, like I say, these people are negative.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They
how
look
it is.
like, yeah. They look like, shit, my life is miserable. I'm going to make other people miserable as me.
Misery loves company.
Exactly.
Shoot. But yeah
Oh
though,
man.
but what everybody got, getting besides eating turkey and celebrating with the families on Thanksgiving. Like what else y'all got on the agenda for tomorrow?
Um,
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna
same.
eat and watch movie and chill. Hopefully, I feel better because my neck is hurting me. Like, I don't know what happened. I think today I slept wrong and I woke up with the neck really stiff.
Wow.
Yeah, and I gotta be careful because I got clavicle myalgia. So hopefully I'll be 100% because I gotta make that big mac and cheese tomorrow.
Yeah, can't mess up on that one.
Nope.
Well, I'm probably just going to just eat and just chill out and hopefully catch a game or something, watch a game or something, or watch a movie.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
Well, probably might do the same, and hopefully, you know what? Again, and I might even, again, I may, get hop on and just stream a game. I don't know which one it's gonna be though, but
Hmm.
I already streamed today, so I ain't gonna do it tomorrow. I will
yeah.
stream Friday.
And the thing is though, because I I work more than I'm ever at home, so I don't really get that much stream time in the way I'd
Yeah.
like to because I'm just so busy. So I try to make up for it.
Well, I finally took the time to hook up my Xbox and play a couple games because I haven't played my Xbox in quite some time.
What you got Xbox One?
Yes.
Oh, you should add me.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we could play some games.
Hmm. Okay.
There's some free games that you can download.
Hmm. Which game should I download? Which one should I play first?
We'll play some Paladin because I'm into Paladin. You
Okay.
like shoot? It's like a shooting game, so if you're good with that, you'll like it.
Okay. Yeah, I check that out. Yeah, because I've been so busy outside of busy working and stuff. I haven't really got a chance to play my Xbox. And this week, I finally got a chance to took the time to play some games, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna look more into it, and hopefully, once I get the hang of everything, I'll probably add you on there.
All right,
But
and
yeah, yeah.
just let
So
me know.
sorry about that.
Let me know your in gamer tag so
Okay.
I can add you. All right. Just you
Okay.
can message me in Discord and say, tell me your gamer tag so I can add you.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
how you liking that Samurai Showdown?
Man, I have a problem beating Hansel.
You be letting your rage just be flying out every time Hansel. You have to, face Hansel and they just beat you.
And Hansel beat me so many times. I just like, you know what? I gotta end the stream because I'm going nowhere.
Wow.
Well, it's a classic, that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that's what I'm gonna do every Tuesday. It's retro gaming.
Okay.
But yeah, though, but I was saying that how Street Fighter is making another edition, Street Fighter 5, called the Champion Edition.
Oh wow. I was gonna say, how many Street Fighter games out there, man?
Right. I'm like, is this still one and the same? But or did y'all just somehow, again, still manage to keep Street Fighter 5, but at the same time, y'all just the previous Street Fighter 5, y'all added more updates.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. I thought, wait a minute. I thought there was more than 5 Street Fighters. Wow. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
check that out, man.
right. Because again, it's just like, well, like how many, updates, Street Fighter that you expect to keep us playing. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I love Street Fighter to
Uh-huh.
death. To death.
Oh yeah. Street
Ain't
Fighters
nothing.
and Mortal Kombat, two of my top favorite fighting games.
And Tekken.
Oh yeah. Now Tekken, that's my game right there, man.
Right. Harangue, Jin.
hmm
But I still say that, that I think, what is it, the next Tekken installment? I think Jin is gonna kill Kazuya.
Oh yeah. I think so too.
Because again, hey, Hachi then, again met his grave.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
now it's Kazuya's turn.
hmm I know in Mortal Kombat they added Freddy Krueger and Jason. I wonder if they're gonna add in did they ever add in Michael Myers yet?
I'm not, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I haven't played in so long. But I know they did add Terminator.
Oh, and did they add in tournament?
Yeah, they
What?
added Terminator. Yeah. And even I was like, and the guy that, at GameStop that I was talking to about it, even he has said, Terminator, he's really not that bad. He has some, pretty brutal moves.
So which Terminator they add in the original one?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, they added the first Terminator.
Yeah. Like I need your clothes. Like hell you
Right.
ain't.
But then all of a sudden he manages to get your clothes.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, though, but nah, though, but hell, I really think that should be a game.
What?
Terminator.
Oh yeah.
It'd be kind of somewhat hard to play when you get to the final stage, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah. I think there was an arcade game on Terminator one time. Some time ago.
It was probably somewhat back in the 80s,
Yeah,
I think.
probably. Or early 90s, especially when the Terminator 2 came out. Yeah.
And and that was what I was talking about too, about how or Elm City then brought up, a certain question. It just kind of like just took me back to where how gaming back then was definitely a lot different than what it is now. Like if you would put a retro game on, let's say Nintendo 64, or
Oh
whatever
yeah.
old game system. You didn't have to worry about DLC or updating as much. You just played it straight through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely miss the days of Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
I was like, hey, I started with the regular Nintendo and then got a Super Nintendo.
Hey, same here.
I'm a Sega Genesis girl.
Ah.
Yeah, but like I said, I was I have I go to my cousin's house just to use it because my dad was very strict.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
you talking about that.
yeah. So pretty much thanks to my cousin.
So he didn't. So again, he wasn't the type to let you have any type of enjoyment or play any game without his say
No,
so.
my dad just believed. Number one, my dad's a cheapskate. Number two, my dad believes he believes that um it's not good for the mind, and that's his belief.
Mm.
So does television.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, well, yeah, it ain't really done nothing to me. So
My dad changed his mind when I started with Game Boy. So
yeah.
Yeah.
the Game Boy Pocket, that was something. That was something. Then I
But
started to work my way up. Started getting my console.
but nah, though, but I remember the electronic. But y'all remember the handhelds, the
Oh
electronic
yeah.
handhelds.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. I used to
A
yeah, I
Those
used to
handheld
now,
go
Tiger.
yeah, where you had to like put
Ooh,
like two AA batteries and then you just start playing.
oh my God, those things are so annoying.
I remember
Those,
there was a Michael Jordan one that somebody had, and I actually just went in the other room and snuck and just played it until one of the I think it then one of the camp ladies called me in and then had me go back and attend the rest of the with the rest of the other kids
yeah, I remember it was
until
Tiger, the company Tiger, and is those handhelds are like what, $10, and you could find them anywhere
yeah. I used to go
actually.
yeah. I used to go to a friend's house to play their handheld games.
I used to get one of those. I get like what, Pac-Man, but it was not that great because it was just like greenish. It was greenish, blackish, and it's just the picture doesn't move properly. It's just weird,
right.
Right.
and I hate one of those. I like, look, Game Boy is way better than this.
At least with Game Boy had a little better. It had a little bit of better graphics with Game Boy,
And those Tiger
especially
ones,
yeah.
I hated those. Like, and I will get one of those, and I'm like, I don't want that. Like, it's because people want to buy games that is cheaper. And I was like, I understand you want to save money, but why would waste $10 this piece of shit?
But no, though, but I was playing that. I had the Space Jam handheld, and I had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hell, this little weird football one. And so I was just like, again, in my own world, since hey, nobody else wouldn't talk to me, so I just did what I did. And it's funny now because our parents somewhat will be like, well, one minute it's like, okay, well, either you want us off the streets, but yet you want us to go outside and play. But at the same time, the moment it's like, well, pick one.
Yeah. You don't
Like,
want to hang around the streets, but you don't want to stay in the house all day.
yeah. So pick one, because you can't have both.
Yeah.
And I think video games in a way is pretty much a lifesaver and changed and again changed our lives in so many ways. Maybe not to the point where it's like, okay, well, somebody really gets overzealous and goes overboard, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, I was playing this, and this is why what I did attempted like the you get that, what is that fool's name? The one in Aurora, Colorado, that dressed up as the Joker and then just went up in there and just started shooting up
Oh yeah.
yeah, like at least at least I'm not part of that particular crowd, you know. So if I played Assassin's Creed, so that means I'm gonna dress up like uh Ezio Auditore and just start stabbing people, shooting people, trying to make my escape plan, try to beat the Templars. Like, no.
You
Like,
should just imagine me try to be just like Assassin's Creed. I'll be having trouble climbing freaking walls.
That
or
you
me
would
too.
be
Or
you be cussing in the process trying to climb these, like, climb this fucking wall. Or I'm gonna chop up your balls.
Oh man. Reminder, I need to finish it up playing that game, man.
or dressing up as one of the Mortal Kombat characters, Scorpion. Come here!
Oh yeah.
Get over here!
Now that's actually, pretty, that's comical. That's
Uh-huh.
comedy right there. That actually life's that life threatening matter.
You thought
But
that
yeah.
was kind of cool. You saw that first Mortal Kombat movie. Get down for here!
Oh yeah, I remember that. But the guy that did play Scorpion is actually a real life martial artist, though.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, does the voice of
Oh yeah.
Scorpion?
Oh yeah. Well, that was his. Yeah, he played the character, but
I
he
mean,
actually.
those were like real life people in the very first Mortal Kombat video game.
Oh, I was just gonna say the movie because I was thinking, I'm like, he does the voice, eh? Because
Yeah,
it was funny.
he sounds just like him. When sounds
Because
like the person that does the voiceover. He does.
yeah, because it was funny with the Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He was like, "Sucker!" It was That was funny.
When he
I was like,
kidnapped Katana.
damn. Yeah, he like, damn, Luke. Like, damn, Luke Cage. He just took your bitch and called you sucker.
And, and that was the thing. And I was like, and where's the follow up? What, like, why wasn't there like a follow up, like where Scorpion, even though he kidnapped her and took her back to Shao Kahn, but why wasn't there like necessarily like a follow up?
That's
You
what I'm trying
know,
to figure out, man.
like you just pretty much just again just had Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight, and Liu Kang is trying to save Sub-Zero from dumping himself into the fire pit or the volcano, and then comes from behind and snatch up Katana with no follow
Didn't
up.
didn't Scorpion die in the first movie?
I thought he did too.
Me too.
Yeah, I was
I'm still trying to figure that one out, man. How he
yeah,
got
I
back to
was
life, man?
yeah, I was like, did Johnny Cage just killed him?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
and then
Mm.
Johnny Cage ended up dying.
Well, that's why the Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucks.
Yeah,
The movie
Uh-huh.
suck ass.
but they did bring Jax put Jax in it though, and even Jax was like, "What is it with you? And who the hell is Johnny?" All right, Sonya, I'm your partner. You can't trust me. Who can you trust? Nobody but you.
Yeah, they just ruined Jax in that second one.
Right. But he has some funny lines, but overall the character, eh, I'm still like, I'm still torn.
I'm like, I can on my I still kind of tell you, I can't believe I spent money on that secret role, man.
What'd you say? You can't believe you spent your money on?
I mean, I was looking forward for the sequel. I'm like, damn, y'all waste. I mean, nobody spend no time working on the script or the storyline. Y'all just half-assed did the job.
Yeah. And you know what though, and I think that's where a lot of movies get in trouble. Again, trying to do like movie spin-offs of video games, not realizing that when it comes to shooting a movie, you got to shoot about 12 to 20 times a scene
Yeah,
to pick, okay, which scene are we going to use, and is it going to be the right moment and the right opportunity, and it becomes so difficult because you want to keep it action packed. I get it.
yeah, but even an action-packed movie, you gotta have a storyline.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have a plot, and otherwise, it's not gonna work, man.
No. And that's where, again, like I was still asking, like, well, what was the follow up, again, for Scorpion? And even though he died in the first movie, came back, part Sub-Zero, and you kidnapped because, Katana, and there's no follow up.
Yeah.
Okay, that was strike one.
Uh-huh.
And the way you handled Jax, that was strike two.
Then you killed off Johnny Cage.
That's strike three.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like so many strikes. Y'all struck out bad. And I can honestly say, yeah, the first one was a lot better than the sequel.
Uh-huh.
Because at least with the first one, they made it more believable.
Exactly, man. I enjoyed the first one. Even watching it now, I still enjoy the first one than the second one. At least they put some effort in the first one. They made it believable.
Right.
I don't
I
know
mean, yeah,
what. Huh? Go ahead.
I was saying that how they're teasing now about how they're supposed to be, again, trying to come back with a reboot of a Mortal Kombat movie. And then part of me really wanted to just say, you know what, don't even hold your breath because it can go either way. It can be good or it can just flat out suck. Because I don't want to be, again, spending money on, get on a certain thing, and yet these other characters come in and you don't even know who they are. They haven't even made an appearance in the game. They just an add-on.
Yeah. It could be worse. It could be another Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, don't let the Dragon Ball Z go. Don't let the other Dragon Ball fans hear you say that.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell they was smoking when they did that movie.
We don't know.
And I'm trying to figure out since when did Goku start going to school, man?
I guess they were like, well, Goku needs education or edumacation.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I get that he's uneducated. He need to be educated, but if you're gonna
But
do a movie, at least do a movie that's based on that's actually based on the series, man.
right. And you know what, and that's why, again, like when it's like why I'm so, again, like when it comes to, like animes like Fist of the North Star, like that's I can honestly say that they really did that and particular anime right,
Yeah,
because they still kept up with the storyline. It wasn't necessarily like um like, again, like okay, that we're gonna necessarily take this particular strength and put less, more or less of a weakness with character of Kinshido, and it's like, no, don't do that.
yeah. When it comes to these uh live movies, especially based on anime movies, they need to do this one right.
You're right.
Yeah. So I was really surprised that Fist of the North Star came out so good, though.
Well, because it's a big between that community, it's a big expectation there.
Yeah.
Very big expectation, because if you go in there and you fuck up big time with something as major as that, oh, they will not let you live that down.
Nah.
They I mean, hell, they will really react just as they will really react worse. They're worse than the 2K crowd.
Oh wow.
Now they won't necessarily really take. I mean, they can go overboard sometimes, but it's not going to get to the point to where it's like, okay, well, we're going to do something really physical to you, to where that kind of thing. But they're just going to yell, cuss you out, just say how they feel, and just leave it at that.
Hmm.
Because it's like, and that's, whether people view that as being mad. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, they're passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, would you, somebody who's been a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, and you come out with a video game, again, if you go in there and you do something half-ass, you don't think the Dragon Ball Z community is gonna let you live that down?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z, the community. Oh, they don't play, man. They would tear your ass up, tear your new asshole. Oh.
Like, you ain't have no feelings at all.
Mm-mm.
Shoot, I mean, hell, like,
They are
like,
I mean, the Dragon Ball community. They are vicious over there, man. I mean, especially when they come to their favorite characters, they do not play, man.
because it's like because they know what they want, and they know, again, like what to expect. It's like they know the characters more than the creators, and even people who have, some type of creative control of the show knows the character. Again, they know the character more than the person who created it knows. Now that's what you call like some real life dedication.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, like I again, like when the next, let's say, like for the next God of War that comes out, I highly doubt that they're gonna half-ass, do Kratos and Atreus character in any given shape, fashion, or form.
Nah, you gotta get that one right.
Yeah, because if you don't, well, You gonna be hearing some negative feedback, but not. But then again, though, like, but when WWE 2K20 came out, and when it was just so, and they came out with complaints about how glitchy and buggy it was.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
for 2K's credit, they weren't necessarily disrespectful or didn't snap back at the people who bought it. Which even for the people that bought it, in a way, I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, well, I think y'all sort of kind of knew what was going to be expected. So, in that sense, you probably should have, again, been a little bit more wiser. But they did get their refunds though. Even Sony announced that people who bought 2K, WWE 2K20 will reissue your refunds. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, that's a, that's a start."
Hmm. Man, it would be so cool if Impact Wrestling or AEW come up with their own video games. Man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I heard that they've been talking about it.
Really? For real?
Yeah,
Wow, that'd be cool, man.
yeah, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho. They all was like, yeah, I don't see. They was like, I don't see why not. Get a video game wouldn't be made. We'll get the AKI engine.
Hmm.
For it.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna leave.
All right then.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
take care.
I'm super exhausted, so I'm gonna get some sleep. And Elm City and Aaron and TR5 and Silent J, good night and happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
You
Peace.
do the same.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
But yeah, though. But and you know what? And even with the whole, and if you notice how people was really getting shaken when CM Punk, I guess, came back to to WWE, but then they want to clarify, well, he's not necessarily back with the WWE, he's just working for Fox.
Yeah.
And
I'm like,
I'm like, either way, I'm like, y'all can, flip it, sugarcoat it. The guy's back with the company. Y'all really don't want to say, but he's back. Just
same
critiquing
difference.
yeah. He may be critiquing the hell out of the company. And I'm like, well, why the hell did you even sign back with them knowing, what they took you through?
And I look at them as hypocrites, though. Man. I'm like, at least with Gail Camp, and she stayed consistent. It's just, and people keep coming at her and say, you need to come back to the WWE, yada yada yada. And she said over a million times, no, I'm not coming back to the WWE. And she kept her words. Still to this day, she kept her word.
It's like, hell, I'd rather retire than ever, get leave WWE. And hell,
Like,
even I gotta give my boy, who is known as Dean Ambrose, now John Moxley, a lot of credit
mm-hmm.
for, sticking with his word then instead of back double talking or backtracking what he said, because it's like he knew it's like, even he was like, I knew it's like, in a way, the company didn't have my best interests, even for that last particular run that I had with them. They did, again, I wasn't treated right. They were offering me these stupid storylines where I would just didn't look forward to coming into work, and I was just, again, just counting down the days of my contract, and I was just gonna be like, you know what, bye, Felicia.
Yeah, at least Ambrose and Gail kept their word, man, and they sticking to it, man.
And hell, even Chris Jericho, it's like, why you felt the need to, again, it's like y'all really didn't want to say too much, but y'all knew Chris Jericho only had so much to give that company because he's done so much for them. So now it's like, why don't y'all let him go do his own thing? I mean, he can.
Yeah, and he's doing pretty good in AEW right now.
Oh yeah, him, Kenny Omega, Pac, who used to be known as Neville,
Uh-huh.
which I prefer Pac more than Neville.
I mean, Christopher Daniels and Frank Kazarian. I mean,
And the only reason why it's like, why people are getting frustrated and they're talking about asking for their release and they're kind of hesitant to do so is because they know that if they offer these, extended deals, that, and even in a way, if people somehow happen to just sign these extended deals and not let their contract expire, then it's like, you know what? In a way, I kind of ain't got no sympathy for you. Because again, you should have just opted out when you had the chance, but
yeah,
you thought that, you was going to be getting things would be different. I'm like, no, it's still the same. And even for, what's, oh my God, like hell, even Kenta, the Japanese dude, Kenta,
yeah,
or Hideo Itami,
yeah.
even he was like, yeah, it was like, it was like, hell, with NXT, I never did really get a chance to, get bounced back from my injury. I was booked to be, become NXT champion, but since I got hurt, I never recovered, and I would try to make things right. Even when I, would come to work, I just, wasn't really in the mood. So now I'm back with New Japan. Things are a lot better for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, what is the deal with people leaving, going somewhere else where they know that they can strive long term than this particular company?
Exactly.
Because they play to an audience of one.
Oh, and
Which,
don't get me started with what they done to Mike Bennett, man. They did him dirty, man.
oh yeah, Mike Kanellis.
Canellis. Oh man.
Well, but still, Mike Bennett. I know who you're talking about. He's married to Maria,
Uh-huh.
and even he was like, hell, even he too is now feeling the pressure. It's like, Mike, you're a good dude, but I think you knew that you weren't necessarily gonna be what anyone in that particular, anyone, but then that particular company had, installed for you.
Yeah. I pretty much knew they're gonna bury him alive, man.
So hell, I can go there. Hell, they'll bury me, and I'm like, well, okay.
And his gimmick was such an embarrassment, man. Had Maria emasculating him like that, like, oh,
But
damn.
but you know what though? But no though. But here's also what I also taken though. I've taken as, you know what, I took that as, that's probably what really goes on in the creators or the backstage personnel's personal lives, to
Yeah.
where somebody is always emasculating them,
Uh-huh. That's true.
whether it be hell, and bitch say, oh well, my wife doesn't embarrass me or, emasculate me. Sure. I'm like, sure, that doesn't happen. Or Triple H. Uh, well, Stephanie does it. Sure. Keep telling yourself that, sir. Let's be real.
Yeah.
People are not happy.
Uh-huh. They claim they're happy, but they're not really happy.
No.
Now they may be happy to getting that nice little check, but working there, that's a whole different story.
And being offered, goofy lines and goofy scripts because the old man look at his stuff as TV shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, when was the last time somebody actually won an Oscar or an Academy Award? And that's what John Moxley said. It's like, look, I'm not an actor. I haven't, I didn't go to drama school or acting school. You really want somebody to say this stuff? Hell, you can hire an actor. You got the money. They would do a better job than me. I mean, I know how to cut promos. I know how to talk. people in the buildings and build something up if you give me the opportunity. But I'm not an actor. I'm not going to get necessarily an academy, whether it's an Oscar nominee or a Golden Globe nomination for being the best WWE production and whatever it is that they get, plaques for. Never. I mean, hell, somebody even brought. I mean, hell, even when somebody said that, well, when was the last time, again, somebody has actually had the same showrunner for any of the TV shows that still comes on for the last, 40 years.
Mm-hmm. I
Hell,
mean,
I doubt even.
go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, I doubt The Simpsons even has the same showrunner.
Yeah. And that show haven't been good since the late 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even sure a lot of people watch The Simpsons like that anymore, man.
Hell, they probably don't even watch SNL like that.
I mean, that show fell off a long time ago, man. That show haven't been good since the original or the Eddie Murphy years.
Right.
And that's not.
So I say, again, it's like as long as, again, as long as the same showrunner keeps, being the brains behind the operation, it's just like, it's going to remain stale. And it's going to remain stale. You won't see any progress. It's just still going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second. As long as you continue to play to an audience of one. Because, hey, and and then you would, and it's like, and that's the thing. Like his show, it's not real wrestling. Hell, I say real wrestling. Somebody ought to be taking pile drivers and
Yeah.
other dangerous moves. And I'm not saying you got to kill your opponent, but if it was real wrestling, hell, I would expect to see a pile driver instead of just coming up to me talking about, oh, you can't do this, so your move's been banned. And I'm like, and I never understood this whole banning move situation.
I always thought that was ridiculous, man. I mean, of course, there's certain moves you need to do correctly, but the banning moves, come on, that's a bit much.
Like when they banned, Kenta from doing the go to sleep, and then they switched it up to where he had to do it from a face lock position. I'm like, this is such an epic fail. You are killing this guy. Slowly but surely.
And you wonder why the WWE has gone downhill in the past decade. So
yeah, and believe it or not, and as much as they talk about these battles between AEW and NXT, and I'm like, AEW is still killing NXT. Still. Nothing against NXT, but let's be real. They have taken massive L's.
mm-hmm. they need something fresh and new, and they want to see some real wrestling. And we haven't seen that in WWE in quite some time.
Yeah. Even, my man John Moxley said, he brought that up when he was talking about, well, BKM was the, genius back then during the 80s, 90s, somewhat in the new millennium, but the product sucks and he's out of touch. I'm like, yeah. So he's pretty much going to be sitting in that chair where he's basically is gonna die, sooner or later
Yeah,
behind that chair.
he ain't
Because
going
again,
nowhere.
nah. Shoot, I think certain people haven't came back. Hell, even Ivory didn't really come back.
Mm-mm.
It's like, do you really want to be like? Do I really want to be working for Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley? No.
Yeah,
Like I said, the product sucks.
and Ivory, she's one of the most underrated wrestlers ever, man. And,
And,
and she,
and I find it funny that there was a lot of underrated people who was known for doing the most underrated stuff and was so talented, but what's sad is that they never get a fair shake
yeah,
in comparison to other folks. And to me, it's like I say, again, as long as that keeps happening, you're just still gonna keep getting the exact same same old played out product where you're just playing to an audience of one, and people are never gonna you're not gonna necessarily be known for what you're supposed to be known, regardless whether you think that what you're doing is game changing. And it's like, it's not game changing, it's game regressing, which is what you want. And I'm like, so you're gonna continue to lose these so-called these Monday night or Wednesday night wars with other companies, AEW. And don't get me wrong, it's like, now people kind of underestimate Cody Rhodes. I'm
yeah,
like, you think Cody Rhodes just all of a sudden just is a Rhodes for nothing? No, like, y'all don't know the man. Y'all don't know his dad or his brother.
yeah.
The
And
Rhodes
I'm not gonna,
name means something.
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I never thought in a million, years he actually going to have a television deal. I thought that never going to happen, but I was wrong on that one. Yeah, he proved me wrong on that one. And
And
he had the pay-per-view. Huh?
well, I was saying, that's how you put your money where your mouth is.
Mm-hmm.
When you put your money
And
where your mouth is, that's where it's like, again, you're a man of your word. But go ahead.
yeah, and during the summertime, he delivered a very good pay-per-view during the summer. And I definitely underestimated that one, because I have to admit that was a very good pay-per-view he did that summer, man. That was well put together. Yeah, but go ahead.
But yeah, because because the thing about it is that, because it's like again, taking somebody like Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes, and yeah, hey Brandy, how you doing?
Yeah,
Like, hey, you already know, again.
Cody's a
Hey,
lucky bastard.
yeah, I'm like, hey, we know you married, but hell, give me a call. I'll take care of that for you. But as long as, but do you see if you got a friend though? But yeah, though, it's like we already know, it's obvious that Cody Rhodes spent enough time with his dad, with his father, and let alone his own brother, to know how the creativity works and how the business works, to know what to expect and what not to expect. And even he too knows how it feels to get a raw deal, but yet they wanted him to continue to be Stardust, and it's like, no, I want to be regular Cody Rhodes, and they told him no.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get told no, that all that's gonna do is really, get light more fire under you, more so than you could ever imagine, to where you're not gonna necessarily, again, limit somebody's freedom of how they want to express their art or their craft.
Yeah.
In comparisons to 75-year-old still acting like a 5-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they. I mean, AEW seems they know what they're doing, and yeah, so far they're doing a pretty good job. And Impact Wrestling, they finally got this up. They finally got this shit together, because they are more past couple of years. Impact Wrestling, they've been staying more consistent and putting on some good matches. And their pay-per-views, oh man, their pay-per-views been great, especially with that summer Bellion and Bound for Glory. Those two are my favorite pay-per-views, and Summerversary.
And you know what though, and it's funny how people talk about Impact Wrestling like, oh well, they're still how they're a shell of their former selves, even about the going back to the Russo and Dixie Carter days,
Yeah.
and how they ain't necessarily been the same ever since. And it's like, well, you know what, hell, consider that to be a bad investment with people, or having people who don't know what they're doing, so they know the mistakes, not to make.
Uh-huh.
And Russo, Dixie Carter, bad investment. I
And
mean, yeah.
there was
Jeff
time they
Jarrett,
go ahead.
and if Jeff Jarrett, again, still stuck by the company, and you knew how much he loved that company, but when he surrounded himself, again, with Vince Russo, people tried to tell him that, hey, this guy is really not your friend. He only pretends just so he can get over.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw, and even he saw it with his own eyes, that, and he had to say, hey, look, take care of my company. Don't let this guy go too far. Listen to, again, listen to the boys. They need you. And it's like, well, why Jeff? And it's like, well, Jeff, why'd you hire him? And we're just left with the I don't know face. Like when when you do something and people ask you about it, you just be like, well, I don't know. They don't have an answer.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, tell you that's a bad investment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff. But yeah, it's still some good stuff on TV.
Yeah.
But people just don't really get. But only people give it a chance, they can see it for what it's really worth.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad things started turning. I'm glad that things started turning around for Impact Wrestling, because the shows have gotten a lot better, and I think things are starting to look up for both in the wrestling world, with Impact and AEW, and
Right.
NWA, NWA as well. Because
Oh, nothing like that.
yeah, then because now a lot of these wrestling promotions started coming up. Now some of the talents now finally going to have some other options to go to, other than WWE, to stay in WWE all the time.
Yeah, looking at it as the end all be all, and it's like, and I really couldn't stand that either, where people just was like, they didn't have that choice, but only to be that end all be all, and it's like, no, that company is not the end all be all. Just like the UFC, hell, even they thought that they would be the end all be all up until other fight promotions and organizations had to show them that, hey,
Yeah.
you guys, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm like, yeah, y'all are good at what y'all do, but understand that there's just gonna be, you know, again, certain people that just may not just be cut to represent your company. Again, they may do again one guy may do good here in comparisons to what they may do over there. That's just the way it is. Not
Yeah.
necessarily, you know, this. Like it's all about, you know, again, decisions that if somebody wants to go here, it's like, okay, fine. But if somebody chooses to go here, hey, they have that option too.
Uh-huh.
Because this game of competition.
And not only it benefits the wrestlers, but also benefiting the fans as well.
And that's what happens when you listen to a company who don't really care about their fans. And even if you got wrestlers attacking the fans for critiques.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did it really when did it get that when did it become to be that bad? I mean, you even got Seth Rollins attacking fans for or attacking other wrestlers for just for expressing an opinion. Since when?
You know, I mean, you know, the wrestlers and the internet always have a bad relationship. It's always been a love-hate relationship with them. It's been like that since the Monday Night Wars with WCW and WWF. When we critique them and they can't take it.
Right.
And I think with no, because at the end of the day, we do want what's best for the companies and the wrestlers. And
Oh,
I think
most definitely.
Mhm.
Because it's like, you know, again, it's like even when certain people get critiqued, we're not critiquing the company or we're not critiquing well, I mean, we're critiquing the company, but not the performers. It's like, you know, you may say, hey, look, I don't know, again, like I respect what you do, but I don't know about this storyline. It's like, hey, it's like, and we're not blaming you because, hey, you're following orders.
Yeah.
You know, you're being told what to do. And it's like, there's no reason for us to necessarily critique you on that, but you get mad at other people for expressing, you know, again, like something that they find that's concerning, and yet, but the moment that they, you know, butter you up with false confidence, and they tell you what they, you know, they like butter you up with this false type of entitlement, they'll take that, but
Yeah.
they definitely can't necessarily take the heat when they in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
don't get me wrong.
these
And don't get me wrong. I understand they don't want putting their bodies on the line and risking their body and risking their health, doing all these stunts and stuff, and it's stressful going on the road 24/7. I get that, but when you have a direction you're going to and it's not a good one, these type of things need to be addressed. Because at the end of the day, we the one are watching. There are people buying tickets, watching your show, and there are people watching your television. We don't want to tune in and watching this stuff. And
And if they don't like, you know, what when they tune into your show, and all you tell them is to f off, or if you don't like it, well then go watch something else. And when they do, and if it's another company, you necessarily talking shit about the company. And I'm like, you know, and it's like, okay, well, we're in favor of this company now. Hey, since you told us, you didn't already, again, let us know how you feel that our viewers or our opinions don't matter. I'm like, okay. So I guess, y'all are, well, it's like, how vampires are, that, again, they're supposed to be not so immune to silver or somewhat immune to silver and garlic and
Yeah.
sunlight.
Uh-huh.
But, and it's like the moment that you give them garlic or any type of sunlight or silver, they turn into dust.
Uh-huh.
They can't take it. And it's like, well, that's what it's for. So don't be mad to where it's like, again, because again, critiques, hey, sometimes, yeah, we don't like being critiqued, but only thing you can do is just like, again, take it and probably make yourself better. And yet, the moment that you crack, and that's the thing too, where, and even back then, even for today's, world that we're living in, where everything is just so digital. I mean, hell, imagine Eddie Guerrero or Chris Benoit having a Twitter.
Oh
If
yeah, that would be something else, man.
And when Eddie Guerrero was champion and things weren't doing well, he didn't necessarily attack the fans. Yeah, he blamed himself.
Uh-huh.
And that was why, again, he didn't necessarily say champion for long because he was going through some again, it drove him crazy.
And Eddie Guerrero, he had his share of demons. And
Oh,
he had his demons over the years, but he was always a good person. And he never once disrespected the fans.
only when he was in character playing a heel, well, then that's a different issue. But yet he
Yeah.
didn't never turn you down for a picture or never really turn you down for an autograph or wanting to say hello. Nowadays you get these people to where it's just like, they see you on TV and yet they're excited and y'all get, again, y'all act like hell, y'all act more divas than the divas do.
Yeah. Man. One thing I always loved about Eddie, when he was it a heel character or a face, he always make it more believable. He know how to work a crowd.
Yeah. So and you know what, and that was the thing too. Hell, had he been alive, again, just a little longer, hell, he might as well been a trainer over at the Performance Center.
Oh yeah.
Him and Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko.
Uh-huh.
Now that Dean Malenko and Billy Gunn is over there at AEW, you see why things are going the way that they're going. It's running smooth.
Uh-huh.
And you don't see guys, again, and that was the thing too. And it's like I can't even it's like when I would look at, again, like an AEW event, whether if it's online, I necessarily can't say that I actually did fall asleep. I can't actually say that.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't seen a terrible storyline. I didn't see a terrible match or something that would just make me go, like, really? Did you have to do that?
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
or you watch WWE, I can't spend like 10 minutes watching WWE because I end up getting a headache. Like I had to take an aspirin or Advil for that, man. Cause that's how bad the show has gotten. Like,
and
damn.
and you even got, you even got former performers saying the exact same thing, but they somehow still will make an appearance.
Uh-huh.
Now it must be the money. They can't tell me that, oh well, y'all have no other reason just for showing up. Like, nah, they probably buttered you up into saying, well, we'll give you a big payment. So they had no choice but to oblige. Like, all right. But after this, I'm done.
Yeah.
After this, I'm done. I don't want to talk about
And
this any further, and I'm gonna go and do my thing, which is why The Rock doesn't necessarily come back as much. He just said, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna do my acting thing. See you on the screen."
even Trish Stratus, she doesn't come back as much as, despite the fact she went back to the SummerSlam. She not on there as much as she used to. I mean, The Rock has moved on. I mean, who else has moved on? I mean,
Hell, D'Lo Brown moved on.
yeah, D'Lo Brown's D'Lo Brown's over at Impact Wrestling now, working behind the scenes. I mean, a lot of them a lot of them over in Impact or AEW, and guess what? They are actually happy over there, man.
It's like, could you imagine, again, working somewhere to where you just always constantly got to keep walking on eggshells to where you don't know if it's safe to do this? It's like, it's a night. Is a nightmare in itself.
I'm like,
because you're trying to constantly, you're constantly trying to, again, make not only yourself to keep your sanity, but yet everyone else around you keep their sanity. And it's like you can never really do much. You can never really, do what you're supposed to, as long as the bosses says, oh, they're actually impressed. So it's just like, that's why people commit suicide. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's why they overdose on drugs. It's like, well, look at what they go through.
and people are like, why are they dying so young? Look how that company being run.
And
And most,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, man.
you go ahead, man.
Yeah, but I was getting ready to say is that even with WCW, yeah, things weren't perfect, but nobody really can say that when they was in WCW that they felt so awful to where it was just like they had to constantly walk on eggshells, or you had to do this or do that. It's just like, no. Sure, like I said, things weren't perfect or pitch perfect, but in a way they got it. They understood.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make you feel less of a human being.
And what's best about working with these other companies is they got the creative freedom to develop their talents and stuff, man. They don't have to work on eggshell. They able to do what they want. Become, huh?
Well, I was getting ready to say, even with Jim Ross, good old JR, even he, hell, at least, I mean, yeah, of course, everybody knows him for his, commentary over there with that particular company, and now he's over in AEW. And sure, you're not going to get the exact same JR of then, but it's like he's again. I don't even think JR can complain about him not being happy, because I think he is. I mean, at least that particular company and the owner doesn't go out of their way to constantly bury you. Hell, even when you were going through a major, colon surgery where you could have died, and yet they make spoofs about it. And the Dr. Heine skit.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, you gotta be so fucking petty to where you had to necessarily do a skit like that, and you absolutely find it funny. You by yourself. And even when his wife would ask him, why does he do these things? You've been with this company for so long, you don't bother nobody, you don't do much to upset people. you're a good person. You make good money, but I don't understand. And even he was like, I don't know. I don't. Even he was like, I don't know either. I don't have an answer for you.
And
So
these,
yeah,
the sad part is these are supposed to be grown people, man.
acting like children.
I like, are you serious?
Literally grown men and women acting like children. Unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. And then you got people. Well, the only person that did find that particular segment to be funny was none other than BKM. I'm like, of course.
Who else?
Yeah. I'm like, hell, he could probably laugh about somebody's dog being ran over. He'll still find that funny.
Yeah.
Hell, somebody can be getting beat down and harassed by the police. He'll find that funny. I'm like, well, I don't know about that. I don't think he's. I'm like, shut up. Pritchard, shut up. Yeah, Bruce, I'm talking to you. Shut up.
Yeah, Pooch Pritchard. This guy's a prick. Oh, I'm never gonna. I remember when he came back to Impact one time, and he came. Nobody like Bruce Pritchard, man. He came to the ring. No, there was no chant. Everything went. It was all nothing but crickets.
Yeah, because look at it. It's like again, you mean to tell me that there's people that can't necessarily say that they actually know who you are? Yeah, people know who you are, and your impression doesn't necessarily go too well or fit too well with people. It's like they remember, again, the times that you did stuff and that you may have helped, in a way contribute. That's the way things are, and you try to defend it. And then people try to tell you, yeah, this actually was mean spirited. Even the Dr. Heine skit, even JR talked about, yeah, it was mean spirited. Because you're actually making somebody who has a sickness that could have been a life or death, but yet
Uh-huh.
don't care about life or death though. That life and death is comedy to you. Okay, all right. But yet though, you want us to believe that you're the best company around though. Right. Okay.
Yeah, and I remember when he first came to doing his first run in TNA Impact. He was really screwing up. I mean, and I think he was doing that on purpose too, because he was overlooking. He was like working like behind the scenes, or he was part of the creative team, and he was overlooking talents and throwing them away. And he almost ruined the women's division as well. So they had to get rid of him because I think he was doing that on purpose. Because there was plenty of talent that could have been benefited Impact, and he just threw that away. And then once they fired him, he had the nerve to talk about TNA, bashing TNA Impact.
It's funny how they try to do damage control, especially when they get fired, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it's only when segments like that happen. It's like, nah. What happened was you wanted to be the head dog in charge, the lead dog, but yet when the lead dog didn't really have much to offer and they saw that, they let you go. So nah, quit trying to play like, oh, you're the victim, and yet people realize that you have no business running the company or trying to be backstage creative, and yet you don't even know what you're doing. Like Russo don't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dixie Carter don't know what she doing. If anything, hell, I'd be like, you know what? Dixie Carter needs some good dick in her life.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Facts.
I'm like, hell, I get that to you. But people just don't know what they're doing, and they need to admit it instead of just buttering up these people like, "Oh, you're the best. Oh, you did." I'm like, that's why you're in the boat that you're in, because nobody ain't never told y'all the truth that you guys or gals have no business trying to do something when yet you're terrible at it.
And here's a question I want to ask. You think WWE gonna end up going out of business if they keep going down that road?
Well, you know what? I don't see why they haven't, gone out of business already when it's like, as long as they, again, the head man, BKM is still around, which his time will come where he ain't gonna be there for long. And hell, even if he does somehow turns it over to Triple H and Stephanie, I don't even think they'll do like, again, the best job. I think it would be just more of how her and her dad, father-in-law was running the company. I mean, he tried to do some things, again with NXT, tried to screw over the company with NXT, but one thing that I will say, for Triple H, I mean, at least with NXT, he's really, again, doing his absolute best.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with everything he did, but he's not. It's like, I mean, at least you got somebody that cares about the performers there, because it's like, hey, these are my gals and my girls, and I absolutely want the best for them. I would
Yeah.
hate to see them go to the main roster and all of a sudden they don't do anything with them because they got talent out this world, but nobody really gives them a fair chance.
Yeah. Even though she didn't win the Mae Young Classic, Triple H did give Mia Yim a contract. I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey yo, I gotta
Oh yeah, we still here.
Yeah, we see her. Yeah.
yeah, but I appreciate it. Really I do, but I gotta end this.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, then. Well, thanks for
Hope you
having
guys
us.
Oh,
Thanks.
absolutely, anytime. I appreciate you guys coming on here, and happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All
Same
right,
to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
Take care, guys.
you
Peace.
too.
I'll see y'all. See y'all later.
See you later.
See ya.
Mm-hmm.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.